You're listening to the ESO Network, your station for all things geek.
So this is episode 216 of the Rusted Robot Podcast for Sunday, September the 23rd, 2018.
My name is Optimus Prime.
Hello, I am C-3PO Human Cyborg Relations.
I am Locutus, a Borg.
You're like a machine underneath, right? But sort of alive outside?
I'm a cybernetic organism, living tissue over a metal endoskeleton.
I'm an android.
These aren't the droids we're looking for.
Counterfeit, facsimile, replica.
We need some sort of robot. Ah, crap! I'm some sort of robot.
Welcome to the Rusted Robot. I am your host, Sean.
I am Josh, the woodsman.
And Kitty.
You know, you guys can say you're the host as well, because we're all hosts here.
But you could just start off, we are the hosts, and then we can go into the title instead of trying to do that, and then we get into this weird conversation piece that has no point to the show, that we're just cross-talking for no reason.
So welcome back to Civilization, Josh. You spent a week in the woods hunting.
I did.
And how did that go?
First 2 days, I heard many shots of different people around. They were getting their birds, and I saw nothing.
Sadness.
Yeah. And then, ones. I saw one, I saw another one the next day. A lot of single ones, but, I walked about 280 kilometers.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, so.
Got your points in.
No. I don't do that.
You don't have the Carrot app?
No, plus it wouldn't have worked.
Why not?
Because it's in the middle of nowhere.
No cell reception out there.
Doesn't it work by satellite?
No.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, okay.
No.
I thought it did. All right. Well, anyway, so did you ever end up hunting anything? Did you kill stuff?
Yeah, I got 6.
6 birds?
Yeah.
What kind?
Grouse. Ruffed grouse.
Ah.
Specifically. I would prefer spruce grouse, because they have a gamier flavor.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, see, I still haven't come up with a new transition yet.
You know what's fun, though? He got to share his campsite with another creatures.
Did you catch any rabbits?
I did not get any rabbits, but at night I heard the howling of the wolves.
Were you scared?
No.
Oh.
If there's wolves around, that means there's no cougars and no bears.
Ah.
And he saw wolf tracks in his campsite.
Oh, how did that make you feel?
Safer, probably. They don't go after people.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So it just means he's safer from other things. Like there's no bears around to take his food, and there's no cougars to murder him while he sleeps or lives. So.
Nice. Well, that's good, because I would find it very difficult to replace you as co-host of Rusted Robot. So I'm glad you're alive, and the wolves saved you.
Well,
Yeah. It's a good campsite. You should go back there next year.
the site I chose had been used by other people.
Yeah.
And they made a very nice fire pit there already.
Ooh.
Lined with rocks, quite deep, quite wide. It was perfect.
Sounds perfect.
So yeah, I think I'll go back there next year.
That's a good idea. Not hard to get to?
It's 13 kilometers past the end of Pine, and then 1.5 kilometers down a side road.
But your bike made it there just fine?
God, no.
Oh.
No, he was driven out there, and he was also driven back because his bike kept dying.
Oh.
Yeah, it made me very angry.
So the gasoline conversion kit was a total bust.
On the way out there, I blew a tire.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh.
Even then, like, all of the accidents he's had were mostly due to being on uneven terrain, so I feel like here in town it'll be fine.
Because of the washboards, the thing rattled. I lost a bolt.
Oh, yes.
Right, which caused the thing to be askew, and that snapped my chain.
Oh, yes.
I got spare links for the chain. That's not a problem. The problem is the roughness of the road, because it's a terrible washboard road and going along it's all the way along.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Rattles the whole thing.
It jangles you too much, yeah.
Oh. Did the M&R stop you?
Not this year, no.
Wow, because you got stopped twice last year.
I did.
None this year.
Yeah, they made me unpack completely last year.
I know. Yes, our listeners can listen to our episode from a year ago for all the updates on Josh's 2017 hunting trip.
Yeah.
All right, so that's 2018 hunting. Successful, you got 6 birds, and you lived.
Yes.
So very good. All right, and you missed a lot of pop culture over the last week. Remember the last few episodes we said, well, there hasn't really been a lot. This week, everything came out. So lots of exciting news to tell you. Today is the 22nd of September. It would have been my mother's 60th birthday today. So just wanted to acknowledge that. You can listen to episode 18 for the tribute episode. And on to better news. I don't have any celebrity deaths this week. There might have been, but I didn't find any. So let's get to good stuff. The only celebrity that's dying is Roseanne Barr, but not in real life. On the show, the reboot, The Conners, which comes out soon. Have you heard about this?
I have, actually.
Oh, you did catch that. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I got a quick article here that says the hurdle the ABC upcoming Roseanne spinoff will have to face is figure out how to carry on with the main star being gone. After 2 decades off the air, Roseanne returned to ABC earlier this year to excellent ratings and mostly good reviews, and the network quickly picked up another season only to reverse course and cancel the comedy after Barr unleashed a racially charged tweet that drew a firestorm of criticism.
Wasn't her defense that she was on, like, I think, cough medicine or something?
I was doing a lot of drugs and making many
Advair.
other poor decisions, so why not also make this one?
Since very little is still known about The Conners, that's what it's going to be called, The Conners, going into the spin-off's October premiere, it's unknown whether Roseanne's deadly overdose will take place before or after the surgery was scheduled to happen, because she had the knee problem, and that's why she was taking all these painkillers on the show. So she was supposed to get surgery. Basically, they're wondering how the writers are going to manage to pivot from a tragic death back to sitcom-style jokes. And it's supposed to premiere October 16th.
Let it die. Just let it die. We don't need to come back to the Conners.
Yeah, no, it was just on at the time. Like when it was Roseanne, people only watched it because it was on. And there was nothing else.
Lots of people enjoyed it.
Yeah, but like, when your choices are limited.
But that's fine.
And your other option is talking to family at dinner time.
Oof.
Right?
Yeah, so of course you're going to watch Roseanne.
Yeah, of course you're going to watch Roseanne.
Yes.
It makes you feel better about your own life, though. It's
But
like, oh, well, our family's better than that family.
Every family was better than that family.
Yeah, exactly.
And did you watch the rebooted season there this last
No, I
season?
don't care for it.
I watched maybe 5 or 6 of them, and it was fine. A lot of yelling, though. There's always...
Yeah, there's always a lot of yelling.
I can't stand yelling on TV. That's why I don't watch Archer, because they're always yelling.
I don't know. I've never seen Archer, so I can't.
Yeah, it's just...
But I don't...
It grates on my nerves.
I'm okay with watching things with drama and things with yelling. But theirs is just, dysfunctional family, and I'm like, well, that's what everybody tries to avoid anyway. And, I don't know. Our family life is great. We don't need a terrible family to compare it to make ourselves feel better, so...
Well, good.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
I don't watch many sitcoms.
Yeah, me neither.
Particularly family sitcoms.
Mm-hmm.
Family sitcoms, they're
often bad.
So in any nuclear family sitcom, the father is usually an idiot.
Yes.
The mother is usually beautiful and perfect, and everything she says is right, and everything the father does is wrong.
Of course.
The kids have either their problems are way too big for an 8-year-old to have as a problem, or they have stupid problems that they're obsessing about that no child will ever obsess about.
And if you just had a 2-minute conversation, everything would be resolved instead of going through all the whole thing.
When I was younger, the ones that appealed to me were the ones that had twins, where they always decided to do some kind of ridiculous scheme, like, using the twins. And then they'd be like, oh, that was a bad idea. We should have just been ourselves all along. I don't know. Those were fun, especially because the next week it would be another crazy twin scheme. Those were great. I don't know what was so appealing about them, but I think just the zaniness, because it never followed like a normal train of thought.
Because of ridiculous situations.
Yeah, it was off the rails and stupid, and I enjoyed those.
And nothing would ever happen like that in real life. So.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
in the 80s in particular, they killed off a lot of moms.
Did they?
Yeah.
Well, in Full House, the mom was dead to begin with.
She was gone. Yeah. That was the 90s.
That's what.
Yeah.
That was a good one, though. The dad wasn't really a bungler, like not any more than the rest of the family. They were all kind of stupid and awful.
Yeah, but that was the whole point. It's like, well, dad's got to be mom now, so we got to show, like, oh, he's got to work really hard to do what any mom can do.
Yeah, and then the 2 uncles were kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Everybody in that show was dumb. All the kids were dumb. The neighbor was dumb. The whole show was dumb.
So
but I loved Full House. It was a good time.
I watched it all the time, too.
Yeah.
But it wasn't
The
necessarily...
reboot was terrible.
Yeah, I couldn't even.
They need to stop looking at the camera.
Okay, so moving on from The Conners, next on the list from the Facebook page of the Rusted Robot podcast, Warner Brothers officially announces full Joker cast and crew. Josh, you have something first?
Just something that's popped in my head.
Okay.
I would like to see The Conners, the sitcom, but to be a Terminator sitcom.
Oh, like the Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Yeah, but
oh boy,
the Connors, but it's a Terminator comedy.
I like it.
Sitcom.
And how they're always killing people but trying to cover it up.
Yeah,
that would be awesome.
So in this version, are the Connors that are there the Connors who are currently in the Connors, and they're like ancestors of like John Connor, the previous relatives to John and Sarah Connor, and the Terminator shows up to kill them, but for whatever reason zaniness ensues and he can't kill them.
Like his cousins.
Ooh.
So like they can be his first cousins, right? And the Terminators show up, and it's like, oh, I gotta wait around for John to show up because John's gonna come visit the family at some point, right?
So he's their wacky guest.
Yeah, he's the live-in.
Oh, so he has to live there and lie in wait?
Yeah, because he's rented their back house or something.
Ah.
Because John Connor and Sarah Connor have gone off grid, but he tracked.
But
down
they
the
will
cousins.
come back.
Right.
Okay, I see. So they have to like host him until.
And they don't know he's a Terminator.
Yeah.
But he does all these weird things, and he always has like metal half off his face and weird things, and he has to hide it with glasses and long hair and wigs and floppy hats.
That would be ridiculous. Comes home covered in blood occasionally.
And there has to be a laugh track.
Yeah.
Yeah, classic laugh track. Oh, like, hey, I don't know what we would call him.
Jim,
whatever. Come help with the barbecue. And so he just picks up the meat off the grill.
As it's burning.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you doing? Taking the meat off the grill.
Would it be Arnold?
Yeah. I want it to be Arnold. I want it to be him as he is now. I don't want them to like
de-age him?
Make him look younger or anything, because this way he would be more believable and fit in better with the Connors, right?
Right.
Yeah.
What if it turns out that Roseanne and her family are actually cousins? What if they're the cousins and Arnold moves in and helps them pay the rent because they're always poor and in debt?
Oh, he's got to keep a home for the Connors.
So that
the
they
other
have
Connors
a place
will
to come back and find
Yes,
them.
this would
That'd be so
epic.
great. So he's like taking like mercenary jobs and stuff to
Yeah.
keep them afloat, and they'd be like, "What did you do today?" "Nothing. That is not your concern.
I took out the trash.
Here is your rent."
Yeah, so Dan Connor is Sarah Connor's third cousin or something.
That would be great. I would watch that.
That would be awesome. We could combine the Roseanne cast with the Terminator franchise.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and it would be so easy to like end the show.
We gotta call Casey Warner or whatever the heck the producer's name is, and James Cameron. Get them on this right
just
away.
be like, you guys should do this instead, just because I feel like it would be funnier.
Yes.
And more relatable to people today who watch television. Like, we want to watch that kind of zaniness.
Like, it's definitely like a one-season show.
Yeah.
But it's hilarious. It just popped into my head.
Yeah, and it's not going to go past one season anyway.
I would watch the heck out of that.
Yeah, well, but like, you know,
Right.
if they ended it, it would end well.
We'd have to put it on Netflix instead of ABC.
I think Netflix would be fine with that.
Mhm.
Like, you've seen Kimmy Schmidt.
Yeah.
They're all about the zany.
Well, I watched it one season. I couldn't do second.
Oh, no,
I
it's
just
so
couldn't.
pretty ridiculous.
But back to the Joker cast. Warner Brothers has officially announced the full cast and crew of the upcoming Joker movie from director Todd Phillips, which stars Joaquin Phoenix as the titular DC Comics villain. I always want to call him Joe Quinn.
Yeah?
Instead of Joaquin.
Because to you it just looks like Joaquin?
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix. So the release...
No, it has to be Joaquin.
I know.
Because Joaquin sounds weird.
It does. The release follows up on the earlier news first reported by comicbook.com, which sees Brett Cullen replacing Alec Baldwin in the role of Thomas Wayne. The film does not yet have a rating, but contains beats of intense moments and violence in its script, which could lean toward an R rating. New to the team is Bradley Cooper as a producer, along with the confirmation of Robert De Niro joining the cast. Principal photography has already begun. And let's see. So Joker centers around the iconic arch nemesis and is an original standalone story not seen before on the big screen. The film stars Zazie Beetz, Bill Camp, Francis Conroy, Brett Cullen, Glenn Fleshler, Douglas Hodge, Mark Maron. Oh, I did hear about Mark Maron. He does the WTF podcast. That's right. He's going to be in it.
Okay? All right. Let's do the show.
Josh Pays and Shea Wiggum. All these people are going to be in it. And it doesn't really tell us much about it, but that's what's happening.
I don't know if they can...
October 4th, 2019.
You know, they might be able to do a movie on a bad guy. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. I have no inkling of wanting to see it because I usually want to see the the bad guys get defeated and the good guys win. But there's enough people who weirdly romanticize the Joker and all of his chaos.
It's fine, but it ignores what the Joker is.
What is he?
The Joker is the other side of the coin to Batman.
Well, we got Thomas Wayne. So is it a prequel, maybe? Because isn't he dead? Didn't he get shot up real good and the pearls went everywhere and we saw that a million times everywhere?
Yeah, that's the definitive Batman.
Yeah, but like that's the whole thing though. Like Joker didn't exist until Batman was there.
Right. So
Batman brought the Joker out.
Are you going to screw around
He
with
like
the timeline?
actually created him. I have no idea. Probably they're probably going to screw around.
But this means they've abandoned the DC extended universe
Canon?
Or, well, I don't even know what they called it anymore.
No idea.
Yeah, but like it's obviously not following the origin story of Joker or Batman.
Which one?
I mean the one where he was accidentally knocked into an acid vat by Batman, and then became Joker.
Because see, there are lots of different stories of the real story of the origin of the Joker.
Yeah.
The whole point is that none of them are true.
Yeah, but all of them happen because Batman was there.
Yeah, all of them. They all involve the Batman.
Yeah, but in this
one...
one...
no, not all of them. Sorry, there is the one where the Joker is an immortal being.
Who's just always been there.
Who's always lived in Gotham.
Yeah.
Because there's a cave under the ground that gives immortality. It's related to the Lazarus Pits, but it's not quite the Lazarus Pits. It's the source of the power of the Lazarus Pits all across the world.
Yeah, but in most of them, they have it where one created the other and the two complete each other.
Yeah. Right. And long story short, this is coming out next year in October.
Yeah.
So
I actually don't mind Joaquin as Joker. He looks
I think he'll do better than Jared Leto.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Because Leto has been the worst.
Yeah, like Joaquin has like the face for it. I don't know if you guys have seen the makeup on him so far.
No.
They have him in clown makeup, and it's kind of great. Like, he looks like a scary, gritty clown.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
They did add a blue diamond, but I don't think it's going to be there forever. I think it just is there. Like, you know how the one version of Joker shows up, and then he takes off his makeup, but his face is still freakish anyway? I think it's Nicholson. He's got, like, people makeup on.
Oh, yeah, he's got people makeup on, yeah.
So, like, I think this might be he shows up as a clown, takes off his makeup, and is still a clown. Because I can't see them just leaving the diamond on there. That's not his trademark or anything. But I'm also fine with them changing his look. Joker's the only one that they haven't changed, despite them changing Harley over and over and over and over.
Oh, yeah, they've changed the Joker.
Yeah, well,
he
he's still got a skinny purple suit. He's still tall and lanky.
That's his overall look. Yeah. That's Batman's dressed as a bat. Superman wears the blue and the red.
I know, but the alterations that they've done to Joker have mimicked what they've done to Batman or Superman or whatever. Let's change his belt. Let's put nipples on his suit. Like,
all kinds of weird.
It doesn't really matter, but like Harley doesn't even look clown-like anymore.
Yeah,
so
well,
I'm totally fine with them changing Joker a little bit.
According to The Hollywood Reporter, Black Panther director Ryan Coogler has signed on to produce the Space Jam sequel. Terrence Nance will be directing the film, in which LeBron James is set to star. Production on the film is tentatively slated for 2019 during the NBA offseason. So what do you think about a sequel to Space Jam? We're going to have Space Jam 2 with LeBron James.
Meh.
I don't know if it'll have the same impact, because like I love original Space Jam, but I think I love it for nostalgic purposes.
Yeah.
If they do it really well, it'll be the same thing as Space Jam, right?
Yeah.
Where it's just zany. There's a fight for who gets to keep the what did they call it? The juice, the mojo, the basketball skills.
I saw this show once, like years ago, 20 years ago.
And then like whoever fails has to like become
the aliens.
They had to entertain the aliens on their planet.
Yeah.
For money. So if they do it the same, it'll be fine and it'll appeal to kids now because the new Looney Tunes is actually pretty amazing. So I know that people are still watching it now. I watch it. It's hilarious.
That's good.
So if they watch it, they'll probably have the same nostalgia, but they'll probably know who LeBron James is because Michael Jordan's been not a basketball player for a long time.
For quite a while.
So if anybody still watches basketball, probably more in other places, not necessarily Canada. Like, basketball's not really our thing. So
So the problem with
it'll
this...
probably be fine. Kids will grow up. They'll remember this. This will be their nostalgic movie. This will be their Space Jam. And it'll be fine.
The only reason I really bring it up is because my brother Robin and friend Whit host the Space Jam podcast.
Yeah.
It's not actually about Space Jam. They just called it that. And that was a show that Robin watched quite a bit when he was a kid.
It's because Space Jam is great.
Yes. And this coming weekend, actually, I will be seeing Robin and Whit when I go to SteelCity NerdCon in Sault Ste. Marie during the weekend of September 29th.
That's exciting.
Yeah. And so we'll probably do a podcast crossover event with them if we have time. Hard to say because we're going to be selling stuff there. Also, speaking of podcasts, Rusted Robot is on the ESO Podcast Network. Here's a promo for another show on that network.
Hi, I'm Joe Heath.
I'm Tony Heath.
And we're going to watch every episode of Doctor Who and then talk to you about it.
Every episode?
Every single one.
In order?
From an unearthly child to, the future. And we're going to do it in a podcast that we call...
The Watchathon of Rassilon.
Watchathon.com. And we're also a part of the ESO network. So check us out or whatever.
Please.
Stay Rassle Awesome.
Stop trying to make Rassle Awesome a thing.
Nope.
And there it is, and that's a great promo.
That was great. Amazing.
Yes. And so there's other casting news and stuff as well, and other kinds of film stuff, but exciting space news since we're talking about Space Jam. Astronomers just found the planet Vulcan. Did you hear about that this week?
No, I did not.
You didn't? Well,
I didn't hear about much this week.
That's true. That's true. You don't have much news when there's no service. So, this article says, thousands upon thousands of exoplanets of such varying shape, color, and size, it should boggle the mind, have been found all around the universe. However, not all of them can really earn the name Vulcan like this one. Orbiting around a star called 40 Eridani A, a very Earth-like exoplanet has been found, and it greatly resembles the fictional location for the planet Vulcan in the series Star Trek, which you may have heard of. The star is located about 16 years away from the Earth in the southern...
Light years.
What'd I say?
Years.
16 light years is what the article says.
Yeah, but you just said years.
Oh, I didn't say light years?
No.
Okay. Well, it's located about 16 light years from the Earth in the southern constellation of Eridanus. It's part of an interesting triple star system. Related literature proposed that this should be the location for the planet Vulcan. So, that is very exciting news.
That is exciting news.
And I don't know if they're actually going to call it that, but...
Probably.
I think they should.
It seems like enough people are already calling it that they'll probably call
They
it that.
currently do not name exoplanets.
No?
They give them weird numbers and like Kepler 42b and stuff, but...
Well, they name the planet after the star, so we would be Sol 3.
Sol 3, yep. It's true.
To us.
We don't call it. We don't call it Sol 3.
No.
We call it the Sun. And I'm sure anybody who
No,
lives...
Sol 3 is us.
Yeah, I know.
Earth.
Yeah, but we call it the Sun.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't call their sun Eridani.
No.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
They'd probably call it, that's the Sun. Yeah.
Well, they would call it whatever they call
whatever
it.
their language would be.
It might be a series of smells.
Right, maybe interpretive dance. We don't know.
Ooh, interpretive dance. That would be a fun way to speak.
Highly inefficient.
I know, but
Yes.
it would be great.
Yes.
I want them to be amorphous blob creatures.
What?
Yeah.
Amorphous blob creatures?
Yeah.
How does that work?
Well, it'd be like, like gelatin molds.
Oh, okay.
And they'd just glob around the surface of the planet. Interpretive dancing through their lives.
So the finding of a planet there is not surprising. Recent literature suggests that most star systems will have a couple planets at minimum.
Yep. So it's exciting.
The formation process of stars kind of encourages the formation of planets. So we're bound to have them. They're everywhere. In fact, the one thing I was reading suggests that there are more planets not in star systems than in star systems.
So like rogue planets?
Rogue
Just
planets.
floating around? Flying through the...
I wouldn't say floating around, more like whipping around.
Whipping around? Yeah.
Because all the rogue planets were ejected from their star systems,
Right.
which means they were traveling faster than escape velocity for their star.
Yeah.
Yes, and since there's nothing to stop them, they're just
whipping around.
smashing into things and picking up debris and stuff.
Yeah, they could be smashing into things.
We
They'd
don't
be
know.
smashing into things that are smaller than themselves.
Well,
but if
yeah.
they wind up entering, like, a
Orbit up.
solar system,
Yeah, you never
either
know.
it'll get whipped around by the gravitational pull of that
Yeah.
sun.
It'll either pick up speed or lose speed.
Yeah,
That's
or
right.
it might even join their rotation,
yeah, but it would
depending
have-
on how it hits it.
Maybe
It
it'll
had to come in
smash.
at the right angle, at the right speed.
Well, I'm just saying it's possible.
It is.
Yeah. And speaking of things that are possible, mark the date. Thursday, October 4th. That's when CBS All Access will begin to roll out Star Trek Short Treks, the 4 standalone stories building toward the early 2019 return of Star Trek Discovery.
Black alert. Black alert.
As previously reported, each short will run approximately 10 to 15 minutes and will be an opportunity for fans to dive deeper into key themes and characters, including Tilly, Saru, Harry Mudd, who directs his segment as well, and a new character, Kraft, that fit into Discovery and the expanding Star Trek universe. So, on October 4th, we have Runaway. On board the USS Discovery, Ensign Tilly encounters an unexpected visitor in need of help. However, this unlikely pair may have more in common than meets the eye. On November 8th, we have Calypso. After waking up in an unfamiliar sickbay, Kraft finds himself on board a deserted ship, and his only companion and hope for survival is an AI computer interface. And then December 6th, we have The Brightest Star. December 6th is Bishop's 13th birthday. So before he was the first Kelpian to join Starfleet, Saru lived a simple life on his home planet of Kaminar, and with his father and sister. Young Saru, full of ingenuity and a level of curiosity uncommon among his people, yearns to find out what lies beyond his village, leading him on an unexpected path. And then January 3rd, we have the escape artist. Harry Mudd, back to his old tricks of stealing and double-dealing, finds himself in a precarious position aboard a hostile ship, just in time to try out his latest con. What do we think?
So I'm super excited about the return of Star Trek.
Yeah.
December 30th is season 2 of Orville, so it's coming back then.
Oh, you're doing that again, are you?
This holds no interest to me.
No, eh? You wouldn't watch some short treks?
It's leading up to Discovery, and he hates it. Remember?
Yeah, but you could just watch the little 10 to 15 minute things. That doesn't take much of your time.
No, but it takes too much of my time.
Too much?
Yes.
Well, we have a lot of things to watch and a lot of things to do.
Oh, you guys are so burdened.
Oof,
I'll tell you.
Well, I know I do more things than the average person. I haven't even had time to fold laundry.
Oh, man. You just take out the clean laundry out of the basket and just put it on.
Yeah, I do that. It's awful. I don't like it.
All right. So that's Star Trek Discovery news. We've got all kinds of other things. We've got a couple trailers to talk about.
I'd rather hear about the Picard news.
Oh, yes.
Because
that's true.
Because that's Star Trek that I'll watch.
Yeah?
The Return of Picard? Yeah. But no, instead we get Discovery news, because everybody wants Discovery?
Everybody wants Discovery. Yeah.
Not that much. Most people I talk to are like, eh?
Yeah.
They don't care one way or the other.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you and I are in the exceptions category.
Yeah.
You really like it, and I loathe it with the burning of 1,000 stars.
That's a lot of stars. That's a lot of burning.
That's not really that many stars. There's 100 billion stars in our galaxy.
Well, proportionally, I guess the's not that many.
So he's not exaggerating.
It's not super intense.
He didn't pick all the stars.
Right, he could have. He easily could have.
And really, it depends on the stars, too, because like, if I'm a Class G solar yellow dwarf, that's kind of weak compared to like a blue supergiant, which burns so much hotter and so much faster. You know, so there are different levels of stars as well. So I'm like 1,000 G-type stars.
1,000 G-type stars.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, speaking of stars, there's a lot of stars in Hollywood. And you just mentioned the Patrick Stewart reboot.
He is not a star in Hollywood.
Oh, no?
No. Hollywood is a small little micro galaxy, and he stands alone as a quasar and calling from the deeps of space.
According to the Hollywood Reporter, Stewart is in final negotiations to play the role of Bosley in the Charlie's Angels reboot movie.
I love Charlie's Angels.
Yeah?
And I love Patrick Stewart. I will probably watch the hell out of that.
I'll have to see more, but yeah, whatever. It's Patrick Stewart, so I'll get a chance.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool that he's getting all these acting roles, and we're seeing him a lot, and I like it. Because it's Patrick Stewart. That's Professor X. That's Captain Picard. That's everything. So that's supposed to come out September 27th, 2019.
All right, well, we're going to have a ways to wait until we see some stuff from it. But, all right.
Yeah. So you guys had some news before we get into the two big trailers that came out this week.
So I got some light news.
Talk about the light news.
Because, I haven't had much time to get caught up on stuff.
Is it light news like photons and that kind of thing, or is it just not very detailed news?
So, they're doing a live action adaptation of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Really? I hope it's as good as the M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong movie.
You know I own guns, right?
I'm aware, because you went hunting this past week. And I just said sacrilege, didn't I?
You did.
Everybody knows it's there, we just pretend it doesn't exist.
So, I heard, they're doing a new Avatar. I'm like, yay! And then it's going to be live action.
And that doesn't excite you?
No.
You'd rather have it be cartoon?
They can do the effects really well, and they don't have to blow their budget on special effects because they just animate it.
Also, because everything is animated, it integrates beautifully. Everything looks the same. The fire looks like the campfire, so is the fire that they launch from their hands.
So everything's well integrated.
Right. You don't see that, that's clearly CG.
Yeah.
Because it's all animated.
Of course, because it's not really fire coming out of his hand.
It's all animated.
Yeah.
You go live action, fire and water are the two hard effects to do nicely in CG.
Agreed.
And that's two of the big things we're going to have to deal with.
Yeah, as Katara has water and Zuko has fire, and they're both pretty big.
And Iroh.
Characters, yeah.
And who's going to get to do Iroh?
Yeah, that's part of the thing too, though. The gentleman who did Iroh's voice has passed away.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so I don't know how... he's not going to sound the same.
No.
And then if he does, it'll be weird.
And, Iroh is the emotional heart of that show.
Yeah.
Anybody who watches that show, they get to a certain part, and there's a song, and almost everybody I know cries.
Oh.
Yep.
Because it's very sad. It's very good. It's just very sad. I don't think they're going to be able to do that with a live action.
Oh.
It's not going to have the same impact. You're not going to feel for the characters the same way, and I don't know who they could get to be Iroh.
Is that the main character?
No.
No, he's a tertiary character?
Secondary character.
I guess Avatar is the main character. That's his name?
No, his name's Aang.
Oh.
Aang is the main character.
He is the Avatar.
Oh, is that how it works?
It's a title.
Okay, I don't know this stuff. I never watched it.
Oh, no, you really do have to watch it. It's a very good show.
See, this is part of the reason why I think they're doing it in live action. A lot of people won't watch anything that's animated.
Yeah,
because
but
they're like, it's for children.
Most people that
It's not, though.
that won't watch animated, they won't watch fantasy things either.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But that's part of the reason that they give is always, it's animated, it's for children. And then the companies are like, we'll make a live action one. And they don't watch it anyway because they gave the wrong reason why they don't watch it.
Right.
Their answer should be, I don't like fun.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And speaking of fun, this is going to be on Netflix, you said?
It's supposed to be on Netflix, yeah.
And not animated, it's live action.
Live action.
I'm almost finished Disenchanted on Netflix.
Okay.
I like it. I saw that The Dragon Prince, which was a trailer we played in the previous episode, is on there. I haven't started watching that yet.
We're waiting for the kids to be home to watch that.
Okay. So lots of stuff on Netflix. It's all very exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got other things.
You got other things. Okay.
So, last Saturday, the DC streaming service launched.
Did it?
It did.
I never even heard of that.
Well, it's because it's not available in Canada.
Oh, that would make sense. And
it's not available anywhere outside the United States.
Aha.
Because that's what you should do, is limit your fan base before you have a chance to get any money from them.
Oh, of course. Works every time.
Because DC is smart that way.
Yeah, they're on a roll, those guys.
So I checked it out because I read an article last night that Breck Bessinger from Nickelodeon's Bella and the Bulldogs is got her own show, a 13 episode season of Stargirl.
Who's Stargirl?
Stargirl is a lesser known superhero who's got a staff who's, I think it's magical, but I'm not sure.
And when you say staff, you don't mean like a group of people that work for her.
That would be amazing.
And they're magic.
I have a magical staff. And they'd be like, you have a 10:30 meeting at...
So not that kind of staff.
No.
More like a bow, like Leonardo would have had. No, Donatello. Donatello had a bow.
No, he had a bow staff.
Yeah.
Yes, but
But
no,
it's
more like a quarter staff.
Oh, okay. Like Marcus would have had on Babylon 5?
No,
Like
that
Little
is
John.
not a quarterstaff. That was a
Thing that you press the button and it was
yeah.
small
Hold
and it
on,
grew.
it's a Mimbari.
Ranger staff, we'll call it.
It had a proper name. Mimbari something staff. I don't remember now.
I can't remember. It's been too long since I've seen Babylon 5. I am due for a rewatch. But anyway, she's got a magic staff.
So yeah, but this I was like, oh, that. All right, they're giving some like C-list characters some chance on their shows. That might work out well. It worked out well for Marvel. Maybe they can.
Yeah, like they got Squirrel Girl. She's pretty awesome.
Well, then they brought out Cloak and Dagger, and I watched that, and Cloak and Dagger was pretty good.
I never got to watch it.
I think I saw the first episode and then
It's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, it looked okay.
Yeah, and so, like, all right, well, I'll give it a chance. I'll roll over and see how much the DC universe... Now, only available in the United States.
Of course. You need to get an Android box or have the Storks bring it to us.
Well, we'd have to use a VPN to
think that
we're in the States. Yeah.
It's not worth it for a Stargirl show.
Well, it's all of the DC's shows are on there.
Oh.
And comics.
Ah.
But I can't review the thing because
no access.
No access.
And no VPN.
Well, it's okay. Real comics are way better anyway. I have some comic book news.
Where would you get comic book news from? How would you even know about comics?
Well,
you're a girl. How can you know about comic stuff? Come on.
How can I know?
How can you know?
Well, as you may or may not know, my sister Julie and I both own the comic book store Jump City.
Say what?
Yeah, it's located at 38 Pine Street North, Timmins, Ontario. And
why have you never told anybody on the podcast, or even me, that you're a girl who owns a comic book shop?
Yeah. Well, it's in the basement of the 101 Mall.
Oh, you got relegated to the basement, did you?
Oh, well, it's because that's our domain, man.
Oh.
It's good down there.
It came from the basement.
Yeah, it's better. Also, we've been having tornadoes around recently, and it's nice to know that I'm in a basement.
That's a good idea.
When all of Timmins is torn to shreds, Jump City will still be standing, because we are below the ground.
Yes, because yesterday, Ottawa had a big tornado.
Yeah, so did Gatineau.
Yeah, which is close by.
Yeah.
And we had the winds all the way up here, 10-hour drive later.
Yeah, across the street from the 101, one of the stop signs was being blown down.
Oh.
It was on almost a 45-degree angle.
Nice.
It's kind of terrifying because I was crossing the street at the time. No, the lights.
The lights,
Yeah.
not the stop sign.
No, I said the stopped lights.
No, you said stop sign.
Okay.
Tell us about the comic book news. Nobody cares about the hurricane.
Okay, anyway. So, it is related to DC's new Black Label. Are you guys aware of this?
Yeah.
No.
Okay,
it's
so
their
there's...
more mature comics.
Yeah, so the first one that they've released is Batman Damned. Okay. Their price is actually really pretty good, especially because considering here in Canada we can charge it as being a graphic novel because it's not connected with staples. It's got a bound side.
Okay.
So it doesn't get the extra tax on it because it's considered quote-unquote learning material because of the way that it's bound.
Is that right?
Yeah. It's very weird because it's a graphic novel, but it's really thin like a comic.
Okay.
So it's like about $10. Anyway, it is wider and taller than the average comic.
Oh, so it doesn't fit on your comic book shelf.
It would fit on your comic book shelf. It's just it won't quite fit.
Is it closer to Silver Age
It
size?
might fit in the long box. No, it's very wide, but the art in there is amazing.
And you have some in the store right now?
I'm all sold out.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh.
It's because it's got the infamous Batwang in there. Na 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 Batwang.
I'm Batman. I want you to tell all your friends about me.
Yeah, they have full frontal nudity, and Bruce Wayne is hopping about on the front.
Oh, Batwang. I gotcha. Okay, nice. I like that.
Or yeah. Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne. Right. Okay.
Because like he's not wearing the costume at the time.
Because he's naked.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he's once again having a mental breakdown.
As one does.
Yeah.
When you're a superhero.
But this time he's full frontal naked while having his mental breakdown. I don't know why that's how they often choose to portray.
He's cavorting about naked.
Yeah. In the Batcave. It seems like a cool place.
I got 2 pieces of information on that.
I wouldn't want to be naked in the Batcave.
I know why they did Bruce Wayne first. It's so that when they finally get around to showing female superheroes in any form of nudity, they can always go back and like, no, our very first one was Bruce Wayne. Because you know that if they went Wonder Woman
naked,
boobs out,
yeah, but
you'd have a giant uproar.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if they would, because there's already been an uproar from a lot of the people who are fans of DC. They seem to think that they were going to put full frontal nudity in Detective Comics, but they're only putting it in the special Black Label comics.
From now on, the Batwang will be censored in the digital comics and in any reprints. So if you don't got your copy now...
And they're all sold out.
Well, no, the Black Label ones, they're going to continue to have them
This issue,
yes.
From this going forward, all reprints will have a censored Batwang.
Oh, they're not censoring any of the other ones. Is it just because they're only releasing the first issues that way?
I don't tell you. There was such an uproar about the penis that they had to censor it.
It doesn't make any sense though, because
I know it's a mature label.
Yeah, and also like the cover has a normal Batman cover. The art is beautiful on it. Like it's
it's
more
well
like
done.
It's almost like a Baroque painting. The way that they decided to stylize it, it looks very real. But like, it's not like they put naked Batwang on the cover. And a lot of people were freaking out about that because if they don't want to see it, they don't have to buy
that book.
They don't have to buy the Black Label stuff. Yeah. But in the previews comics, like the previews catalog, right in the middle, there's a section called Boundless, which is smut. It's just porn basically.
Nice comic porn.
Yeah, but it's always got only women, totally naked, on the cover.
Oh wow! Okay.
And it's always been there.
Yeah, but this isn't their DC stuff. That's
it's a totally different company. But the people who are freaking out over it being a thing probably don't read comics at all.
True. They're
because then they would know that there's a difference between Batman Damned and DC Detective Comics. Like they're two different titles, but if they can't figure that out, they probably don't even know about Boundless because they probably never stepped in a comic book shop in the first place.
Oh, yeah.
They probably just watch Batman movies and they're like, oh, naked Batman, we can't have our kids reading that. And it's like, your kids aren't reading Detective Comics anyway.
Yeah.
They're not. Right. They're
Right.
reading the children's things because there's children's Batman.
Yeah, Batman for all ages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is good, and I'm glad that it's there, but the people making the uproar are being stupid.
That's generally the way the people making the uproar are.
Yeah. Well, they shouldn't change their comics after the first release of the first comic and their Black Label title.
Should, could, would. Yep. But
so if DC is crumbling to peer
quickly?
pressure, I don't know what to tell you.
Don't tell us anything. Let them figure it out.
It's not about you.
That's right. It's not your fault.
No, it's...
You just sell the things
I don't feel
at this
like it
comic
is,
store that you apparently own
I
with your
don't feel
sister.
like it is my fault. I'm just saying they own the rights to like the holy trinity of the most powerful characters, symbols of like
Truth,
hope,
justice.
justice, power, right?
All
And they're gonna crumble to a few people saying, "Oh, we're not gonna read your books," when they're already not reading their books.
Yeah.
That's the way it works. Hey,
Well, they're being stupid.
yes. You know what I saw the other day? I saw The Predator in theaters.
Oh?
Yes.
Was it fun?
It was... I don't know if it was worth waiting 2 years for. It was okay.
How okay?
General consensus is 6.5.
Ooh.
And that was
Ooh,
that was
man.
not only me, that was some trusted sources, such as Renee and Bob.
Okay.
And it was okay, it was fine. Actually, Bob gave it a 4. But
Okay, so and how much would you give it?
6.5.
Oh man, then it
You
must
gave it a
suck.
6.5. He gave it a 4, and she gave it a what?
Renee is a guy.
Okay, Renee.
He gave
that
it,
can go either way.
He gave it 6.5 as
6.5.
well. Yeah.
Okay, so the average is not 6.5.
Well, Mark was there too, and he gave it a 6.5. That's the Dungeon Master at my
Okay, so that's 18.5 plus 4 is 22.5 divided by 4.
whatever that is.
That's 5.6.
I don't know. The point is that
5.625.
Sean didn't give it an 8 immediately after coming out of the theater, and that means it's bad.
Yeah.
That means it's probably really bad, guys.
So it's 5.875.
Okay.
Okay. So about a 6, and it was fine. Like, it was okay to watch. I'm glad I went and saw it. I'm sad I was in the luxury theater and paid $14 to see it.
Yeah, see, if you're sad, you shouldn't be giving it above a 5.
Yeah. Like, it had great effects. The story was kind of weak. The effects of the shielding on the Predator ship was amazing. That was super awesome. It was the great scene.
It was the great scene?
It was pretty much the great scene. The characters were all right as well. You know, and they had, of course, it's a Shane Black film, so they had the precocious kid. So, overall, what I reckon...
A lot of good movies have that, though.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones, they're there.
Yeah.
Time for love, Dr. Jones.
But anyway, long story short, it would have been good for Cheapy Tuesday. And if it comes out on DVD or Blu-ray, eventually I would pay $7 or $8 for it to have it in my collection. I would watch it again.
You would wait for the discount bin.
Yes, I would not buy it at $29.99.
All right, so it's bad.
It wasn't good. It wasn't horrendous.
I can't believe you went and saw this in the luxury theater, and you guys won't even watch Trolls on Netflix.
Imagine that.
I've watched Trolls.
Yeah.
Okay, so
You
since
did
since we're running out of time and the hour is almost over, we got 2 trailers to talk about. Did you have anything else?
No, I got nothing else.
Okay, so let's play the trailer for Daredevil Season 3 right here.
You can suffocate evil. Starve it. Lock it behind bars. But it will find a way to come back even stronger. There's only one true way to end evil. To finish it for good. Let the devil out. I once believed that justice could be found in a court of law. And in the light of day. But I was fooling myself. Darkness only responds to darkness. And the truth is, I'd rather die as the devil than live as Matt Murdock.
Comes out October 19th.
It looks good.
It does.
Tells us nothing other than Fisk is back.
And it's going to be darker, and the gloves are off, and...
You really can't get much darker than Daredevil's been already.
Well, now he might start killing people, though, is the thing.
We gotta get into his drunken phase.
It does currently sound like he's going to come back a harder hero, which would make his whole trying to stop the Punisher moot. Like, he should have just let him go.
Yeah.
Let him murder all the people.
But then again, he kind of did.
Well, not on purpose. He got out. He didn't let him go.
So, according to comicbook.com, the trailer takes its cues from the Born Again storyline, as is made very evident by the church where Matt is seen being nursed back to health by the group of nuns. This season looks to be much darker turn for the hero following his near-death experience in The Defenders, and unlike before, this version of the Daredevil is out for blood, and he looks more determined than ever before.
Yeah, see? There you go. The only way to stop violence is to end it. And it's like, oh, okay, so you're just going to kill people now? Okay, that's what Punisher was doing, but yeah, whatever you want. You go do that, Matt Murdock.
Mm-hmm. So are we excited?
I guess so. It's the best of all the Marvel shows. The trailer doesn't get me hyped or anything. Like, I'm going to watch it because I know the show is good already, but knowing that he's going to take this other path, I'm like, oh, so he's basically just everything else now.
So, yeah.
I liked him being tortured. I liked him not liking that he was being violent, and I liked him trying to change people.
He might want to come back as more gritty. He's like, oh, I gotta come back. I gotta go hard. But then he's not able to.
So he's impotent in his choices. That's sad.
Or he's like bemoaning every time he has to step over the line. He's like, oh, forgive me. I'm so like, oh no.
Oh, you don't get to be forgiven from murdering people. That's a fairy tale that mob bosses.
No Catholicism.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So long as you go and honestly ask for forgiveness, you'll get it.
If you're planning on doing it again, though, like.
That is okay, so long as you honestly ask for forgiveness, you will be forgiven.
Oh, okay. Well, then why hasn't he just murdered people already?
Because he's got moral standards.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the mob kind of does stuff like that already, so...
Yeah. So, yeah, Is it okay? I'll watch it.
A month away.
I didn't finish the last one, so I hope there's no crossover information in that.
You didn't finish it?
Not Daredevil. Iron Fist.
I finished it. It was good.
Yeah.
It actually got really good.
How do you find it with only 10 episodes instead of the regular 13?
You know, it was fine.
Yeah.
I never really care for like how long a show goes, as long as it's good.
Okay.
And it wound up being excellent. The action scenes wound up going really well. The acting was actually pretty good.
Nice.
Danny Rand doesn't just go around saying I'm the immortal Iron Fist anymore, mostly because he doesn't have it at some point.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Oh, it's so good! It's so good!
Okay, and speaking of trailers and things that are good, the biggest news of the week, of course, is the Captain Marvel trailer that came out. Well, let's play it right here for our listening audience.
War is a universal language. I know a renegade soldier when I see one. Never occurred to me that one might come from above. Space invasion, big car chase. Truth be told, I was ready to hang it up till I met you today. So you're not from around here?
It's hard to explain. I keep having these memories. I see flashes. I think I had a life here. But I can't tell if it's real.
We have no idea what threats are out there. We can't do this alone. We need you.
I'm not what you think I am.
And what do you think? That's Brie Larson, not Allison Brie, as the title character.
Blockbuster!
Yeah. The scene opens up with a Blockbuster video. So
It's gonna be a blockbuster movie, guys!
Of course it is, because it looks just like every other Marvel movie. It looks great. It looks like it's action-packed. We're excited. We're looking forward to it.
I kind of love how 90s it is.
So,
I love it.
Like it's got some intrigue. It's got some. Is she an alien? Is she human? Even though we all know her character.
Yeah, well, they have to show the origin story for people who've never read it.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It looks good.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like let's start up the new origin stories for the new line of superheroes for the next phase of
Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah,
it looks good.
Yep.
Which is good. They gotta get more. They gotta get more characters that people love in there, because Iron Man can't go forever, right?
Well, yes, he can.
Yes, he can. You take that back. No,
right.
no, he can't just keep going forever. I'm assuming that he'll make pop-ins and stuff, but
I want my.
They can't change the actor.
Well.
They can't change him. It has to be Robert Downey Jr.
And some people have already suggested, well, since Robert Downey Jr. is going to be retiring soon from Iron Man, we should get Ironheart in.
Who's that?
You know who Ironheart is?
No.
It's Pepper.
No, Ironheart is.
Isn't it?
No, it's.
Which one am I thinking of?
Riri.
Oh, okay. But who was Pepper? Because Pepper became one too.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
No, Pepper became.
She becomes an Iron Man.
Oh.
She gets her own suit.
I don't remember what
it has to do
called.
with she's a rescue person.
Yeah, she's a rescue thing. That's why I thought it was Ironheart. But
old Iron Pants.
Iron Pants? No. But she is a rescue unit person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
But no, Ironheart is the new Iron Man when they did the whole
reboot.
We're going to change every character you know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And they made it a young black woman.
Is that Shuri from Black Panther? Or is it a totally different character?
No.
It
It's
could be.
Because they were talking about that, weren't they, too? Making
It
her?
has no. Her name is Riri. So
Riri Williams.
Okay.
It's a terrible name.
it's really hard to say.
Riri.
Yeah. Well, no, Riri Williams. Like the two together becomes difficult. Like just Riri is easy. Williams is easy.
Right.
Together it becomes a.
It doesn't flow. They didn't say it out loud when they were writing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it's like no, we don't do that. Bring us more characters. Like you brought us Black Panther.
Well, they could
Everybody loved Black Panther. Give us more.
put her in there too, because like she's in the comics, and if it's written in a way that it makes sense, I'm fine with it.
Except there's no way to do it with making sense.
Well, yeah, they
even
they
what they
can
did in
write
the
it
comics didn't make sense. And like they replaced the Hulk.
How can you replace the Hulk?
Yeah.
Oh, this Asian super genius who's the
the
smartest character
totally new, totally awesome Hulk.
took the Hulk out of Bruce Banner and put it himself.
Okay. Yeah, but that doesn't make any sense. But
no, and so now he's very smart, super in control, and the Hulk.
but the way of doing like Iron Man, he makes a suit for friggin' everybody. It's believable that you could get another person to be an Iron Hero.
Oh, no. I got no problems with an Iron Hero. We had
Yeah.
War Machine, we had the Iron Spider.
Yeah, exactly.
These
like,
are cool.
He makes them for friggin' everybody. So I'm
But-
totally fine with them throwing in Riri, where they're just like, we need somebody to fill the I wear an Iron Man suit and do the things, but Tony can't make it because actor
They
is
should have called her
not around.
Wilma Williams, and then she could
No,
have
that
been...
sounds awful.
But then she could have gone by the name Iron Will.
Well, but then she could still do that because the Williams part.
Right, exactly. That's what they should have done.
Yeah, but you don't have to change her first name to Wilma Williams. That's an awful name.
But then it'd be Will twice, so it'd be Iron Will. And so she's very relentless, and she's got an Iron Will. and she's
That's
called
not
Iron
what
Will.
they did.
Oh, man. Yeah, but that just sounds bad, man.
She found some Iron Man tech, and she copied it and made it her own version of the suit. You know that thing that Tony Stark did everything to prevent, that was like a major story arc for most of his existence?
Yeah.
Getting his tech back from other people's hands?
Uh-huh.
She just took his tech and made it her own, and she did the very thing that Tony Stark prevented everybody else from doing.
Okay. Very nice.
And then she wouldn't give the tech back to Stark Industries. Of course.
I
It's
wouldn't.
like, well, I invented this. No, you didn't. You took it, you used the tech, but the actual tech was invented by, Tony Stark.
Right.
Yeah, so, I'd like to see new characters. I'd like to see some of the smaller heroes. Like, we're bringing up heroes that nobody's heard of.
Yeah, like Stargirl.
Well, no, that's DC.
I know.
But, like, Ant-Man was a, low-tier hero.
Mm-hmm.
He got 2 movies now.
Now we got Captain Marvel coming.
Captain Marvel, she was lower. Still, she was a B-ranked hero.
Yeah.
She wasn't one of the top tier, but she was well-known enough. Hell, Iron Man, when he first came out,
He was very...
he was a BC level hero.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he wasn't.
And now he's A-list. He's awesome.
He's A1 tops.
Yes. So are we excited about Allison Brie Larson?
It's
Captain
a Marvel movie.
It's gonna be great. They always make it great.
They have the assumed it's going to be good.
Yeah, they never do a bad job. Like, even their bad movies are still really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So theater, we're gonna go see it.
It's a clear theater. It's a Marvel movie. It's a clear theater.
Got to do it.
The assumption is
It's gonna be great. Like, unless they do something to seriously make us sad.
And even then, like, most Marvel films that are bad Marvel films, are like, for a Marvel film, it's pretty bad, right?
But in comparison to other movies...
It's like, it's still good.
Yeah, Thor 2.
Yeah, Thor 2 was...
Actually, I really like Thor 2.
But compared to other superhero movies, let's say Justice League,
Yeah.
Thor 2 makes a lot more sense than Justice League did.
True.
And, Thor 2 is like the bottom of the barrel for the Marvel movies.
Yeah. And it was fine.
Yeah, it's bad for a Marvel film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's still a good
But, like,
action
in
film.
comparison to, like, the remake of Planet of the Apes.
Those are great. That's a great franchise.
I still liked it, but, the Marvel movies are better. Even their bad movies are better.
I don't know. I really like Planet of the Apes.
There's a lot of continuity errors.
Yeah, well, whatever. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
But Marvel didn't do
There's
that.
not enough apes on the planet.
I know.
It just mathematically doesn't make sense.
Apes together strong. That's all I know.
Apes together strong.
Also,
We'll
we
make that
are
a patch.
apes. We should also become smarter because of the simian disease. Also, they're not simians. Simians are monkeys.
Yeah, well, the originals were really good.
Anyway, is there anything else we should talk about before we
yes.
end the show?
So before we end
quick.
the show,
Make it quick.
Jump City is having a Halloween Comic Fest.
Ooh.
October 27th.
Ooh. Oh, I'm going to be in Thunder Bay for Thundercon hosting a podcast panel.
October 27th?
Yeah.
That's also the night of the Halloween dance for
the NOE. I know I won't be here.
Oh.
Yeah. Me and the Klingons are going to Thunder Bay.
Oh, that's such a bummer. Anyway, so we are having a Halloween Comic Fest at Jump City. We're planning on having small games for kids.
Oh.
We're having free Halloween-themed comics for people of all ages. And we are having free candy.
Ooh.
And we're also having a draw that you can enter now. It's only $2 to enter. There's a plush Cthulhu. There's a Volume 1 trade paperback of the Chilling Tales of Sabrina, which has the Netflix series coming out soon. There's a small collectible Patamon Digimon in a bell jar figure. And there's a Gengar toque for the chilly winter that's coming up.
Nice.
You can enter it all for only $2. And the draw's being done on the 27th.
Cool. I'm sorry I'm going to miss it.
Yeah.
But I have to go to Thunder Bay.
All of the profits are going towards Mina's eye therapy. Because she needs to get some eye therapy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, good luck.
So it's going towards a good cause, and everybody should come and enter the draw, and pick up your comics, and pick up your candy, and play the games.
All the games, and all the candy, and all the comics.
Yeah, shop at Jump City. It's the best store in town.
38 Pine Street North.
Timmins, Ontario, Canada.
Yeah, that place. What's the rest of it?
Earth, Sol, Milky Way, Local Galactic Cluster, the Universe, Multiverse.
And on that funky note, everybody, thanks for stopping by and listening to episode 216 of Soulforge Podcast.
The Rusted Robot Podcast.
Josh's Return to Civilization episode. Subscribe, download, review, and remember, some people feel the rain, others just get wet. This has been another episode of the Rusted Robot Podcast. You can contact us by emailing therustedrobot@gmail.com or tweeting us at therustedrobot. Visit our website at therustedrobot.podbean.com. And, if you would, please check us out and like us on Facebook. A 5-star review in iTunes is appreciated. The Rusted Robot Podcast was written, produced, scored, edited, engineered, and directed by Sean Vanderloo. Your co-host was Josh Montney. Don't forget to visit Jump City Comics in the 101 Mall and listen to our other show, the Soulforge Podcast. Visit Sean on Twitter and Instagram at Darth Vaderloo.
The Rusted Robot Podcast. Think about it.
Storybots.
We can see the whole solar system from here.
I think we can hear it from here, too.
We are the planets of the solar system, different sizes for everyone. The music never ends, we are such good friends, and we all orbit the sun.
Here comes the sun, rapping first on this track from the beginning. I'm the center of the solar system, planets be spinning around me. So hot, I'm roasting, you see. Now I pass the mic to the planet closest to me.
Mercury, the smallest planet, small as Earth's moon. I get super hot and cold, and it's been very slow.
I'm Venus, I got mountains and volcanoes that spray. I'm the same size as Earth, but spin the opposite way.
Yeah, I'm Earth, I'm the home to every boy and girl.
Such a beautiful, beautiful world.
I'm Mars, a red planet. I got deserts and ice, and I've got 2 moons. That's like 1 moon twice.
I'm Jupiter, the biggest planet. I'm humongous, gargantuan. I spin the fastest, rap the fastest, plus I'm handsome. Blam, son.
Oh, please, I'm Saturn. Check out my beautiful rings, made up of billions of rocks, dust, and other things.
I'm Uranus. I say that with pride. Okay, I lied. I'm embarrassed because I'm the only planet lying on its side.
I'm Neptune. I'm cold, dark, windy, and mysterious. I'm very stormy, so bring an umbrella. I'm serious.
We are the planets of the solar system, different sizes for everyone. The music never ends, we are such good friends, and we all orbit the sun.
Well, we are done exploring the solar system.
I am thirsty. Let's explore the rest of the Milky Way galaxy.
This has been a broadcast of the ESO Network. Be part of the crew and help support our shows by donating to our ESO Patreon or by shopping through Amazon.com or the TeePublic store, which can all be found at www.esonetwork.com. The ESO Network, your station for all things geek.